Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for Spellbinder's 12 Days of Stitchmas. We are already on days 8 and 9. For these last few ornaments, I'm making 2 of each, one stitched and one not, because they look beautiful either way. And here we go with day 8. Joy is a gorgeous 4-piece die set, a word that we always associate with Christmas. And like the Noel die set, the letter O has been transformed into a cute little ornament. For the stitched ornament, the background is going to be done on purple glitter paper and the word joy on gold foil, and then the opposite for the one that isn't stitched. Once again, I've borrowed the ornament hanger from die set 1. This is a very quick stitching project. Working with purple embroidery thread, I begin the stitching in the center of the circle, and each stitch radiates from this center point to the outside edge. As I've mentioned in previous projects, I use just a little bit of Scotch tape to begin and end my stitching. As I create each stitch, I hold it with my thumb so that I can keep the stitch just at the right tension, tight enough so that the embroidery thread lays flat but not too tight to cause the die cut to buckle. I should have checked the time to see how long it took me to stitch this. Not long at all. If you are a seasoned stitcher, you'll do it a lot faster than me. The back of this ornament, aka the letter O, is dotted with Tombow glue. And while that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and put the ornament together that does not have the stitching. I'm back to the regular adhesive, and I start off by adhering the ornament hanger, which there are 2 back to back. The purple glitter word die cut is adhered to the shadow die cut. Ornament hanger is adhered to the back of this behind the letter O. Then I add in the little ornament hanger on top of the letter O and also the pretty glitter circle. Cover up the ornament hanger on the back. An additional die cut of the shadow die was done in black metallic cardstock. These die cuts were adhered to the backs of both of these ornaments. Both ornaments were finished off with gold crystals. The purple embroidery thread was used to make the ties for both ornaments. Now on to day 9. This is a beautiful Christmas ball. For the stitched ornament, the detail die was used to cut the black metallic cardstock. The background for it is in a pretty cream cardstock. I'm actually using a pale yellow embroidery thread, but it is so pale that it matches the cream cardstock. In comparison to day 8, day 9 has quite a lot of stitching. But of course, I only say that as a point of comparison because all of these projects are pretty quick and easy. Top of the ornament, there are these 3 half circles, not really half circles, but I'll call them that anyways, and then 3 full circles in the center of the ornament. Really like this cream stitching on this dark cardstock. It looks really striking. And with all my stitched elements, I'm back to the Tombow glue, and I make sure that I dot it on really well, catching not just the cardstock, but also the stitches. This needs to be set aside until it's dry completely, and you'll know it's dry because the glue will go clear. And when it is dry, it is tacky and does an excellent job holding the stitching in place and also allowing that stitch die cut to lay flat. And while it's drying, I'll put the non-stitched ornament together. So this is being die cut opposite to the other one, and the cream ornament is adhered to a black background. And the ornament hanger has been die cut twice. I adhere one to the front and then line up the other one on the back so it looks pretty on both sides. And the ties for both ornaments are being done with the pretty soft yellow embroidery thread. And both ornaments are finished off with the gold crystals And the ornament that does not have the stitching gets a lot more embellishment. And of course, I only do this because I have a jewel picker. Dies that have been included in the 12 Days of Stitchmas are just gorgeous. What a joy it is to be opening up one beautiful thing after another. I hope you'll join me as we wrap up with the last 3 days. And as always, I appreciate your visit.